in a year. Notably, your infrastructural renaissance has paved the way for many roads, including the coastal road, the crucial arteries in Abuja capital city. Imagine Abuja now, looking almost like London and other parts of our country.
The stronghold of your partner is threatening this election by the Otoge slogan.
That is a lorry now. Lagos is not Kwara now. Are we Kwara? You are being in Lagos now. Let me talk to your station to transfer you to Kwara. I'll give you a no. There's a limit to copycats. Lagos should be Otope. What?
You are not afraid that you might lose the election?
We are going to win. We are the only party in Lagos. The rest are repeater stations. They come every 4 years and they go back in again like traps.
Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, Abba Gida, Abba Jikanda, Dokin Yabati, Assassinanda Musa, Pumata Kaka. Yoga nigga Honorable Alhaji Ibrahim Alinamai. That's the part of Sergei Kanu. Gomna ya aikin, Allah biya maka bukata, ka kuma karasa aikin, mutum na gani mai daɗin zama, dan arziki irin albarka. Allah ka haɗa mu da mutum, Allah ka raba mu da mutum. Yau ga ranar isar, kuma ga ranar kasaitar, ka kai ka isa ka buwaya. Ina masu karɓa, Allah wallahi, la ilaha illallah, kuma sabon kwamishinan taron support. Dama kuma an bada motar tafiya babu tayoyi Allah wallahi ba kuma sabon kwamishinan taron su ba sai tafiya Allah ya maka bukata babu kama hannun yaro Allah fushe ga kunyar gwamna dan alfarin Muhammadu Rasulullahi Allah fushe ga kunyar madu dan tsarkin jikin manzon Allah kara kai fatan kamizani dan alfarin Muhammadu Rasulullahi hai la ilaha illallah kaga mutum kamar dan darani sunan wani littafi kuma ba gani ma Allah wallahi Allah biya maka bukata yau dai kudin tayoyi guda 5 da kuma buhun shinkafa yar boko Allah ta kare awo nake Allah biya maka bukata Musin sha yanzu magani yanzu babu sai an jima babu ina zuwa albarkar gwamnan Kano albarkar sani
ai ka kare
Allah biya maka bukata
albarkar gwamna ne ba za a yi ba
Allah godiya ne Allah biya maka bukata wannan haka yake Allah biya maka bukata ko wata shinkafa da suke ce mata mathematic
Dogon ne kira. Gaban mai an zaɓi kana wacce ake so ke.
Allah biya albarkar gwamna kuma dan sarki Allah wallahi wannan dan sarki ana rabanta ni ta kun dan sarki ba a rabanta Allah biya maka bukata
Ka ko sunan ta masu mati.
haka dai naji ana cewa
Lissafi take ita wannan.
yau kuwa Allah wallahi ba kuma yaran gaskiya ba da ba ku yi gaisuwa ba ko ba ku so a ba ku
yi godiya
godiya suke Allah biya maka bukata Allah tsara kai fatan kai Allah kwantar da makiyanka dan alfarin Muhammadu Rasulullahi Allah fushe ga kunyar gwamna dan tsarkin jikin manzon Allah Allah wallahi
kai bidiyon ya ishe ba
Come. Najama, I didn't know the guy na Hyperman. Oh my gosh, man. The best time I hear that, I don't be laugh. Everybody like hustle, man. Not the Hyperman. But on a serious note, I think I'm moving back to Abuja.
In a year. Notably, your infrastructural renaissance has paved the way for many roads, including the coastal road, the crucial arteries in Abuja capital city. Imagine Abuja now, looking almost like London and other parts of our country.
This guy, I don't know, man. In loyalty, she's I don't care what's his name. I don't care what Wiki. I don't care what Wiki is doing, man, but shit. I think Akpabio is the most loyal Tinubu's hunchman. In fact, even more than my senator. I come, think I see where I go bring other videos. I never. Man. Hmm. I don't know this. Let me see the line. This hot sun. You know what, guys? Wanna give me like more the Hyperman again.
Kano, injiniya Abba Kabir Yusuf, Abba gida Abba jikan dawo. Dokan ya baci, an sa su dan damusa, kuma ta tsinke ga kaka. Yau ga ni ga Honorable Alhaji Ibrahim Ali Namadi. Da suka fara sarkin Kano. Gwamna ya yi aikin, Allah biya maka bukata, ka kuma karasa aikin. Mutum na gani mai daɗin zama, dan arziki irin albarka. Allah ka haɗa mu da mutum, Allah ka raba mu da mutum. Yau ga ranar isar, kuma ga ranar kasaitar. Ka kai ka isa ka buwaya. Ina masu karɓa, Allah wallahi, la ilaha illallah. Kuma sabon kwamishinan taron support. Dama kuma an ba da motar tafiya babu tayoyi Allah wallahi ba kuma sabon kwamishinan taron su ba sai tafiya Allah ya maka bukata babu kama hannun yaro Allah kushe ga kunyar gwamna dan alfarin Muhammadu Rasulullahi Allah kushe ga kunyar madu dan tsarkin jikin manzon Allah Allah kara kai fatan kamizani dan alfarin Muhammadu Rasulullahi hai la ilaha illallah kaga mutum kamar dan darani sunan wani littafi ba ba gani ma Allah wallahi Allah biya maka bukata yau dai kudin tayoyi guda biyar da kuma buhun shinkafa yar boko Allah ta kare awo nake Allah biya maka bukata Musin yara sha yanzu magani yanzu babu sai an jima babu ina zuwa albarkar gwamnan Kano albarkar sani
ai ka kare
Allah biya maka bukata
albarkar gwamna ne ba za a yi ba
Allah biya ne Allah biya maka bukata wannan haka yake Allah biya maka bukata ko akwai wata shinkafa da suke ce mata masimati
dogon ne kina gaban mai an zabi kana wacce ake so ke
Allah biya albarkar gwamna kuma dan sarki Allah wallahi wannan sarki ana rabanta ni a kun dan sarki ba a rabanta Allah biya maka bukata
ka ba sunan ta masu mata
haka ne naji ana cewa
lissafi take ita ma kanta
yau kuwa Allah wallahi ba kuma yaran gaskiya ba da ba ku yi gaisuwa ba ko ba ku zuwa ba ku
yi godiya
godiya suke Allah biya maka bukata Allah kare kai fatan kai mizani Allah kwantar da makiyanka dan alfarin Muhammadu Rasulullahi Allah kushe ga kunyar gwamna dan tsarkin jikin manzon Allah Allah wallahi
kai bidiyon ya ishe mu
Number one brings some of the speeches that that was delivered by our honorable minister, been a minister. Our senator, Senate Presido. Let me see if I can get to those videos. I know I had some. Oh, wow. Anyway, we are going to read it just as it. Your point of today's conversation is to get ahead of the propaganda that will come that will dominate the conversation around the tax, the around the budget 2025, because what Tinubu just did, or what the administration just did, is just to give us something to talk about, something to focus on. Which, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if it's important, but um, I don't know. I just look for a lot of clips out there. If I can get one, we should find. Abi. But meanwhile, I'm gonna like, share, and subscribe. Um, I know. There's a lot of contemplation that I needed to put in perspective before. That's why they go or they change the time. I think I put about what 3 hours ago, change it to like 2 hours ago, change it to an hour ago. Matter of fact, change the whole topic. I wanted to talk about I like his son. I wanted to talk about Soludo. Anambra people. Hey, I need to gather on now. We need a meeting. We need to talk. We need to talk because where is can maybe can go understand the grammar where the grammar where Soludo they speak. We don't turn Anambra to Dubai of Africa and Silicon Valley. Oh motherfucker, like this guy. So now the professor owner won't be that. Where go the boo boo now, right? Una dey insult my governor. Una go chop grammar, una go tire. I was laughing so hard when I dey see Soludo dey just talk gibberish. I was like, I think that's what they want. So that's what they want. Y'all got what they want, Anambra people. Hopefully by the time we finish, we will all be we will move to people where they move out of California as it is, instead of going to Texas, going to instead of going to Austin, Texas, or Florida, or Tennessee. Shit, Abraham and be the destination for the Silicon Valley guys. What a play! What a play, man! What a play! I wanted to talk about that, but I don't know. I couldn't find the I don't want to be too serious about it, but I couldn't find the witty aspect of it because I wanted to compare it with side by side with my governor. I was like, make I that would be too that might miss the point entirely. But anyway, we'll talk about by the time I'm able to gather the number of people, we'll have that conversation. Hopefully, we will understand what Soludo is talking about. Um. Anyway, let's do this. Since those videos are not maybe download as I want them. So let's go straight to the text. One will say the spirit of the budget 2025. What yeah, as I said earlier on, the goal is to get ahead of the propagandas and the spinners of the budget. Let's see where the spirit of this budget is, where the money go when they go chop pass. You understand? Let's see if there is yeah, we can see 2027 all this shit. But again, the chorus, I mean the anthem where they sing when the Mr. President was ushering the chamber says it all right, and his mandates. I want me to come and catch me say, let me say, nigga, they say on his mandate I have stand. Anyway, I will just come. I will start with on his mandate. I have stand. On his mandate, I have stand. On his mandate. On his mandate. On his mandate. One I know say man. I don't jump ship. So that's exactly. I mean, oh, I wish those videos were. Anyway, make I read. Might read the text. I think of Akpabio's speech and that of the president, and then we go into the spirit of the budget, and hopefully we see those people who are ready to address their plans and their budget regarding to where the spirit of the budget will go. Now we will talk about so the sky Tinubu. It's like when I think the famous one I went Obama Obama speech. At the end of the speech, we could just drop the mic. You know, that's exactly what for me. That's what Tinubu did. As soon as he just go into the chambers, drop the bay, the guy hop on his flight, hop on his private jet, zoom, touchdown in Lagos. Before when I go get over those two activities, now last one, Christmas don't come, New Year don't come, we don't go far, we don't go far. Anyway, so let's read Tinubu's no. Before we read Tinubu's speech, let's go to. Let me tell you why how we the Tinubu budget the Tinubu 2025 budget titled Budget of Restoration Security. Ah God, I promise to be serious with this, but I don't know. This grammar wey they speak is always very funny. Anyway, Tinubu 2025 budget titled Budget of Restoration. Res- Sick. What a weird story now. It will make me dey laugh. I just can't get over that. And when they want boo us like this, restoring what? Your slogan are a new hope. I'm like, is that not enough? What are you restoring? Anyway, bear with me. Restoring, securing peace, rebuilding prosperity, aiming to consolidate key policies to restructure the economy, boost human capital development, and increase trade and investment. Now, why are they laughing? I don't know. This I needed more. I think. I need to go into this show need to be. I need more. Maybe I will reduce them. I don't know. Like something has to because every word that he uses here, because a lot of things happen today. Oh, a lot of things happen today. One, he present the budget for 2025. Two, he don't already holiday don't start for him. Three, an oil, I don't know, oil rig well contract, mini downstream, upstream was awarded. Two people who single-handedly bid without any competition was one, Mr. Oh, Kilongpe. Let me see. Another verse. But it will make sense. Now, go understand why I decided to take the spirit of that budget one at a time. The owner of Royal Gate Logistics, Taiwo Afolabi, was one of the awardee of the contract in terms of the area sector. Why am I pointing that out? Because I said it at the beginning of this administration that some people go hammer. It's the government of the rich, or maybe that's what he's talking about, restoring and rebuilding, right? So I never even know there's a man like that existed until I begin going to the spirit of the news. Why? Who are these people that own this company? Lions Gate and Oceans Gate, Royals Gate, right? And Oceans Gate. So one is Taiwo, the other one is the lady. Now again, if you now remember, there was a big old ass bash, big old ass party. They threw a big party, Owambe party for Grenada. I think it was the beginning of this year. You all remember? Throw a big old ass party. See, and that's what to say. To say if they say I have time to do the production, as I dey talk all these things, I'm going to share una, right? There is a big, I will reflect on a memory with visions, not just me trying to verbally resuscitate on a memory. But there was a big party that was held in Grenada, a birthday party by Grenada, right? By Aisha Tinubu or some shit like that. You remember? The woman, she now one of the other person that a contract of oil oil was given. Our company in be the Ocean Gate. So Afolabi, Taiwo Afolabi was this the other guy, Royal Gate. So those titles happen today. Those are big deal. But I'm sure say you no go come up like that. Right? How come these are the only two people that bidded for the contract? Now, if you're, let me see. I think I have this story here. Making of this say, boom, 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 boom. I'll look for that headline. I'll bring it forward. So we will also take a look at the budget overview. The total budget is at 27.9 trillion. Let's say 28 trillion. How much that even amount in dollars? Huh? How much is 48 trillion in dollars? Let me see. 48 trillion in dollars. 48 trillion naira. 48 trillion naira in dollars. That's 30 billion. 30.8. 31 billion. Oh! All right. So revenue targets, they're targeting, so the whole total budget is 48 points, approximately 48 trillion. The revenue target here is for the 34 trillion, 34.8, so let's say 35 trillion. Expenditure, 47.9 trillion. That's pretty much okay. Then the budget deficit, 13 trillion per GDP. So key priority here. Now this is where the money will go, right? Defense. I think I really want to hear. Oh my God, I want to hear what's his name. Two Naija, nine be security hawk. So let me see what his take is going to be on this, since defense and security is actually getting the larger share of the budget going to 2023, and I would like to see how he will suggest the budget should be used. First of all, if it's enough or not. Now, infrastructure has 4 trillion, like it's up there with defense. Huh. I wish, okay, maybe let me see, maybe not because of the which is the call that road from Lagos to Calabar again. Maybe that would be the chunk of the whole thing that go with it, because I don't know any other thing that they are doing that they are budgeting that much. Anyway, healthcare 2 trillion, 2.5 pretty much. Education 3.5. Education 3.5. Anyway, economic growth projection, inflation rate expected to decline. Now, this was surprising, but from 34.6% to 50%. How? How they want to That's like 100% cut. Anyway, approximately 1,700 naira per dollar. The exchange rate expected to improve from approximately 1,700 naira to 1,500. What is it now? The fact, the fact, say, una, Don't tell me some come out like this. So for the like 3 days, see that's why they sweat like this. Anyway, for the past now for it to be actually confident for them to talk say dollar is going to be 1,000. It just I don't know. It is they shock me. Anyway, then the base crude oil production assumption. I don't even know. They can't even see that guy. It's 2 million barrels per day. 2 million per day, that's more money. Oh. So let's see what they are saying. What let's go. Let's read this budget. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Wednesday presented the 2025 budget to a joint session of the National Assembly, presented by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR of the 2025 budget of restoration. That one, I don't know. I just can't get over that restoration. Securing peace, rebuilding prosperity. A joint session of the National Assembly on Wednesday, 18th December 2024 protocols. The Vice President, Sir Senator Kasim Shetima, Senate President, Distinguished Senator Godwin Akpabio, Right Honorable Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, National Chairman of our great party, Excellency Abdullahi Ganguje, Senate governors here present, distinguished ladies, distinguished members of the National Assembly, senior government officials here present, gentlemen of the press, my fellow Nigerians. In fulfillment of one of my constitutional duty and with the unyielding commitment to rebuild Nigeria toward ensuring that we remain steadfast on the journey to a prosperous future. I hereby present the 2025 budget to the joint section of the 10th National Assembly. On this day, before this hallowed chamber, I present to you the 2025 budget at a time when our country is at a crucial point in its development trajectory. Grandma. The 2025 budget protocol against reinforce our administration roadmap to secure peace, prosperity, and hope for a greater future for our beloved nation. This budget, Christians' budget of restoration, securing peace, rebuilding prosperity, strike at the very core of our renewed hope agenda. Okay, and demonstrates our commitment to stabilizing the economy, improving lives, and repositioning our country to a greater performance. The journey of economic renewal and institutional development, which we began 18 months ago as a nation, is very much underway. It is not a journey of our choosing, but one we had to embark on for Nigerians to have a real chance at greatness. I think every Nigerian, I thank every Nigerian for embarking on this journey of reform and transformation with us. I don't know where Nigerians are with you on this, but transformation come. We are gonna experience that. If already we are not experiencing it. The road of reform is now clearly upon us, and as the president of this blessed nation, I know this less traveled road has not been easy, that there have been difficulties and sacrifice. They will not be in vain, and we must keep faith with the process to arrive at our collective desired destination. Collective desire. Where could that be? Can anybody remind me where that destination is? As if I'm not among the collective. Am I missing something? We must build on the progressive we have made. What progress have we made? In the past 18 months in restoring our economy and ensuring it's strong enough to withstand the headwinds of any future shock of the global downturn. I like these people though. I mean, I think I should stop. I should be serious. I should stop laughing because definitely this motherfucker ain't speaking to Nigerians. If he's not, he's speaking to his elite, his cabal, his group. So I get it. So on that spirit, I will keep my calm. but because an average Nigerian cannot relate to this bullshit that the man is still saying. What kind of progress you have made in 18 months? Change, yeah, progress, mbano. Anyway, we must build on the progress we have made in the past 18 months in restructuring our economy and ensuring it is strong enough to withstand the headwind of the future shock of the global meltdown. The 2025 budget that I present today is one of restoration. What the fuck are you restoring? It seeks to consolidate the key policies we have instituted to restructure our economy, boost human capital development, increase the volume of trade and investment, bolster oil and gas production, get our manufacturing sector humming again, and ultimately increase the competitiveness of our economy. Oh, oh. Anyway, we do not intend to depart from this critical path to strengthen the Nigerian economy. Just as I believe in the resilience of our economy to withstand the current challenge, I also strongly believe the resilience of the Nigerian people. Again, I summon the unstoppable Nigerian spirit. Ah, these people get joke, man. Whoever wrote this fucking speech, he good. Say again, I summon the unstoppable Nigerian spirit to lead on as we work to rebuild the fabric of our economy and existence. My God. The improvements we witnessed in the 2024 budget have led us into the 2025 budget. The goal of advancing national security, create economic opportunity, invest in our youthful population, infrastructure development, and national orientation from the core of the 2025 budget. But more than that, this will lay a solid foundation for Nigeria's future growth trajectory. I like English, yes. It's very romantic in a way. If you piece the words together, especially me, where you and when you don't give a fuck about what you're saying, or you cannot relate to the average Nigerian. 99% of them, by the way. So, current economy reality and progress. Let's see where it goes. Distinguished Senate President, Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, leaders and members of the chambers of the National Assembly, I report today that our economy is responding positively to stimulus. Hmm. I wonder where the stimulus. Well, let me continue. Our objective is to further stimulate the economy through the implementation of targeted physical stimulus package through public expenditure and specific non-inflammatory spending. I don't want to understand all this kind of thing. I'm very confused the more I go on all this bullshit, right? Kulata, if you are there, I think you understand this. Now gameplay with this. The reform we have in because I don't get it. I don't see no stimulus. Wait, maybe I'm not a business person per se, so I don't know. I mean, I see the likes of Elumelu, they're up and doing a lot of. So yeah, on that level, sure I won't understand. So as I said before, it's doing freaking good for the people that put in there. Now, the reform we have instituted are beginning to yield results. Nigerians will soon experience a better and more functional economy. Global economic growth for the outgoing year 2024 was projected at 3.2%, and against prediction, our country made significant progress. Our economy grew by 3.4 from 3.2 projected. Now it grew by 3.4. I don't know. Is that progress? Should I say it did well? Anyway, in the third quarter of 2024, up from 2.5% in the third quarter of 2023. Okay. Our foreign reserve now stands at nearly 42 billion US dollars, providing a robust buffer against external shock. The reserve would then the Simon bring a couple for Djibouti. I believe that one. Our rising exports are reflected in the current trade surplus, which now stand at 5.8 trillion naira, according to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. This clear result of gradual recovery, among other, reflects the resilience of our economy and the impact of deliberating policy choice we made from the onset. 2024 budget performance. I am happy to inform this National Assembly that our administration attained remarkable milestone in implementing the 2024 budget we achieved. 2024 budget we achieved 14.5 trillion naira in revenue, meets 75% of our targeted as of the third quarter. I like the way that they put the numbers, right? So if you meet if you meet 75% of your target at the third quarter, so it only makes sense to say, okay, you can easily make the remaining 25. That means you make each quarter you make 25%, right? So it's no brainer that the worst that could happen, you will repeat the same performance by saying 25%, which means you will now say, oh, at the end of it, we make 100%, we achieve a 100% goal. Isn't that fucking clever? I like these people. So we achieved 75% of our target as of the third quarter. 21.6 trillion naira expenditure representing 85% of our target also in the third quarter. Nigga, you are presenting this shit pretty much in December. Isn't the fourth quarter ended? Huh? Why challenge persists, we improve revenue collection and fulfill key obligations. The transformational effect of this on our economy are gradually being felt. Philosophy of the budget, which are called spirits. The 2025 budget seeks to restore macroeconomic stability, enhance the business environment. Let's even stop there for a minute. Macroeconomy. Those fall into those that said that if you are making 50 million, you will not be paying tax. If that is the target, if that is what is all about the macroeconomy is about, I think is a winner on that part. If that's what they meant. Anyway, the solid macroeconomic stability, enhance business environment, foster inclusive growth, employment and poverty reduction. I don't know. I don't know about that one, but we'll see. If all these things is the spirit that is what the budget is evolved, I mean, why is the tax bill not finding it difficult to pass? That's a question I want to know. Why? Our budgetary allocation reflects the administrative strategy. Say promote human capital distribution and human capital development. Our budgetary allocation reflects the administrative strategy, priority, and especially in the implementation of the Renew Hope agenda and its development objective. 2024 budget overview. The numbers of our 2025 budget proposal tell a bold and exciting story of the direction we are taking to retool and revamp the socio-economic fabric of our society. In 2025, we are targeting 34.8 trillion naira in revenue to fund the budget. Where are those ones going to come from? When you open the market for foreign investors to come and there is no penalty or any policy restriction for them to actually invest any percentage of their profit back to the economy, the goal is to come, make profit, and haul it away. I don't understand where all this dream is going to manifest or turn to reality. Anyway, government expenditure in this case year is projected to be 48 trillion naira, including 15.8 trillion naira for budget services. So a total of 13 trillion naira or 3.8% of the GDP will make up the budget deficit. This is an ambitious but necessary budget to secure our future. The budget projects inflation will decline from the current rate of 34.6, which is almost 35%, to 15% next year. That's what I fucking don't understand how that's gonna happen. Anyway, why the exchange rate will improve from approximately like nigga, this is 200 bucks you're talking about. From 1,700 naira to a dollar to 1,500 and a base crude oil production assumption of 2.06 million barrel per day. Make I even see what Angola self they produce are projected to produce per day. Angola, Angola oil projection per day. In 2025, let's go there. According to current projection, Angola oil production in 2025 is expected to be around 1.2 barrel per day. Okay, with some bold. So if Angola is going aiming for 1 point what 1.2 and we they aim for 2.2, I don't know. What is the oil demand forecast for 2025? The total oil demand in 2025 forecast is at 103.9, that is 104 million barrel per day. This is I laugh because so if the whole world like in total production per day is stood at 104 per day, and the only contribution we seems to be claimed as the oil giant of Africa can contribute to that number is just 2%. It's just two. I said 2%. It's just two. Pretty much 2 point. Wait, see now 2 point. Make I see. Make I mark this spot on the exact number 2.06. 2.06 million out of 104 million barrel. Where that one put us among the oil producing nation in the world? So na German, me and German they talk the house of when I try to explain say the money, all these billions, where all these people they consume a line, I just to deceive us, right? So if this is just amount we are contributing, so how much and that 2 billion, we just say now official, right? We know how much they go, so we don't even know how to account for, but our leaders are still balling. Now, where is that money coming? That used to ball, used the ball is coming from? If this is the major mania budget that we have, and all the loan they keep getting is 1 point something billion, 2 billion. Where that money where they take the flex they come from? Buying all those shit. It's coming from that unaccounted for pretty much budgets. All our resources, nobody know how much. Even the oil, they just the cock and bullshit from their asshole. Anyway, the let me continue with that. So the projections are based on the following observation: reducing importation of petroleum products alongside increased exportation of finished product. Oh, I think Dangote refinery are taking care of that. Anyway, instead of I want year total stop, not be reduced at the expect. Bomber harvest driven by enhancing security, reducing resilience on food imports. Still a dream. I be well, it should be a dream because it's an expectation. Now sauna dey for here. Oh. Sauna. That's what this today is about. At the spread. So if you understand what sauna is, that's what I'm getting. I remember when I did Greece. I did Corfu Island for Greece. Shout out to Coach Demolas, Tiro Demolas. I remember we will come out pretty much times like this: 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock of Greek time. So we'll come out that's these odd hours to train because now for an athlete that's an odd hours to train. The special training or where they train there's too many people or whatever. But in this case, the weather is involved and a football field. So, so the guy go come as na of course na Greek guy, na Caucasian. So he go come, take up his shirt, he go just wear only short. He go carry chair sit down for middle of the field. So he go just dey of course they go dey do the program and all that kind of shit. I say coach I say what's going on? He say man you don't understand I want to be like you. Like what do you mean? I want to get that color. I say nah. But I understand he just saying that for but deep down he really like he dey absorb that sun because that's what we go do for like straight 3 months. That straight 3 months, of course, if people they stay for island, Florida go can that can a little bit understand that because when you Corfu Island are like literally small island that can only be accessed by ship or fly. So that's 3 months where the summer will day. Literally where they come outside the color they always dey change anyway. But I will just they laugh and say, well, why not just move? Go sit down for Lagos, right? Make move go sit down for Lagos so that you don't have to actually you have to come out the special odd hour. They put me in the train for other hot weather just so you get time. But if we go back, we just go like walk like 5 minutes. Just walk 5 minutes down this way. And so you go see people too. Everybody like that for beach just to chat. So that's your point of view. And which in case you did that, you see the worry this guy which is down for inside so it's different. It's different. Anyway, increase foreign exchange inflow through foreign portfolio investments instead of through production. That's what doing exports. That's what doing bringing foreign exchange. But we they actually base our budgets, right? With the hope, well, not be hope now, then get the country anyway. Hoping on foreign investors to get dollar, but they want pass law saying dollar should be the only legal currency. And I was like, who the fuck uses dollar? And anyway, if not be we then. Our budgetary allocation underscore the administration's strategy priority, particularly in advancing the renewal hope agenda and achieving its developmental objectives. The 2025 budget allocation, I think we went through that. So defense and security will get almost 5 trillion, infrastructure 4 trillion, health 2.5 trillion, education 3.5 trillion. As we embark on implementing the 2025 budget, our steps are deliberate and our decision resolute. Our priorities are clear. The budget reflects a renewed commitment to strengthening the foundation of a robust economy while addressing the critical sector essential for the growth and development we envision. Securing our nation. Security is the foundation of all progress. We have significantly increased funding for the military, paramilitary, and police force to secure the nation, protect our borders, and consolidate governance control over every inch of our national territory. The government will continue to provide our security force with the modern tools and technology they need to keep us safe. Boosting the morale of our men and women in the armed force will remain our goal, our government top priority. Mhm. The officers, men and women of our armed forces and the Nigerian police force are the shield and protector of our nation. Our administration will continue to empower them to defeat insecurity, banditry, and all threats to our sovereignty. Our people should never live in fear, whether or their farmland, highway, or critic. By restoring peace, we restore productivity, revive businesses, and rebuild our community. You see, why, why just no matter how you make case for Nigerian security, may they increase their bar, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You are right, right? But what I will not stop hearing or waiting to provoke me that I can only be provoked this shit is when they start comparing the Nigerian budget. Why, one reason why I don't want here is when they will say, oh, America said they give top priority to their security. Their budget is the highest. Soon as I go make that case, when I pay attention to like listen to me. He will say, ah, America, I see their budget. Now, one thing you don't know about the America uh let's say Pentagon, for instance, which is the like the body be that right, the military industrial complex, is that they are pretty much responsible, 100% responsible in funding all pretty much all the research from science to technology to art to music and all that crap, right? If you dey wonder when you go enter college places like Harvard, it's like all those fucking Ivy big university, or if they search university anyway, you go hear some kind of course where you never hear before, or we no make sense. That is because Pentagon are interested in that. So hence this the budget that go to the defense in America. It's not necessarily because they have over what 700 military bases around the world. That part too. But all the invention that you've been seeing since in the 40s, right? All the invention from science and technology, biology, whatever you think of it, majority 70 to 80% of the funding is coming from the Pentagon. So hence you they see their budget they go. Now, so when people want to use that on make so see America their budget too big budget, they cannot tell you why. It's more than what they did. So yes, I'm not saying Nigerian budget is going to men and men in uniform, which I can boldly say I came from a uniform family. I get two brothers who retired as soldier, two as police. I was a civil defender. So, but I don't know. I don't think at this point it should be getting more funding more than education. I don't know. That's just me. Um, I go because now there from that institution, I could develop pretty much everything. Pretty much everybody will still have to look back to the institution. The defense has to actually look back to the universities to recruit brains, to sponsor some courses, and like, at the end of the day, everybody looks back to the institution of learning. But anyway, when we say infrastructural development, when we launched the New Hope Infrastructural Development Fund, it was with the convictions that infrastructure remains the backbone of every thriving economy. Under the program, we are accelerating investment in energy, transportation, public works. By leveraging private capital, we hope to complete key projects that drive growth and create jobs. We have already embarked on the key legacy project, Lagos Calabar. I said it, we didn't make the infrastructure again because of that road. Lagos Calabar Road, a legacy project with a coastal highway, and Sokoto Badagry Highway. God damn, I didn't say that. Hmm. Sokoto, where that one will pass? Which key state it will pass? Anyway, which will have us a legacy, well, that will be legacy for sure. We have a huge impact on lives on our people and accelerate economic. I like the guy, Shao. Well, I'm now waiting Buhari said to be that now. When Buhari was doing railway straight to actually, yes, I think there was another railway to that consolidate those people in the south, if I'm not mistaken. Amechi will explain better. Human capital development. Our people are our greatest resource. That is why we are making record investment in education. What kind of record making investment be 3.5 billion trillion? Healthcare and social services. Our administration has so far disbursed 34 billion naira to over 300 students via the Nigeria Education Fund. 300,000 students. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Through Education Loan Fund. In the 2025 budget, we have made provision for 800 billion naira for infrastructural development in the education sector. This provision also includes those for the universal basic education. Now, anybody wey wan do any project now, make it aim at that level of primary, nursery and primary school, right? There's about 1 point something trillion, though $1 billion that is coming from IMF by 21st week of first quarter of 2025, specifically for UBEC. Talked about it yesterday. Now Bola Tinubu is pretty much giving what almost 1 trillion. 8 points, right? 800 billion. And the guy they give 126 billion naira to infrastructural development. This provision also includes those of the UBA and the 9 new higher educational institutions. Don't build nine, I mean, approve nine. We are convinced that universal healthcare coverage initiative will strengthen primary healthcare system across Nigeria. In this way, we have allocated 400 billion naira for infrastructural investment in the healthcare sector in 2025 budget, and another 282 billion naira for the basic healthcare fund. Our hospitals will be revitalized with medication and better resources, ensuring quality care for all Nigerians. This is consistent with the federal government planned procurement of essential drugs for distribution to public healthcare facilities nationwide, improving healthcare access and reducing medical import dependency. If we are not funding university research institution, you are not investing in laboratory, physics, chemistry, and biology at any private or government initiative. The chemists are not being funded, they are not investing in their research. And but all you want to do is to put almost half a billion naira in importing drugs just to distribute. I just don't. I get it because that's how the friends and families around power hammer they take get their money. But it's sad, man. we like it's like we just decide to just turn back. Let's just keep walking backward. So how the fuck are you developing infrastructures where the goal is to just keep importing medical? Say to he said import healthcare. He said improving healthcare access and reducing medical import dependency. So we depend on that now, and the only way we can reduce dependency is for you to increase what ability for Nigerians to import more, but not to produce or invest. I mean, just fucking. That's why when I listen to people to try and make sense of the policy, I'm like, y'all don't even understand what you guys are talking about. Even them when they talk, I know when they know which they talk for sure, but they just the people all of us. Anyway, revitalizing agriculture. Okay, let me see how agriculture will be revitalized here. Increasing agricultural production is central to our food security agenda. Okay, but insecurity has crippled the vital sector. We are supporting our farmers with fundings and inputs to regenerate productivity. Food security is non negotiable. In this regard, we are taking both steps to ensure that every Nigerian can feed conveniently and none of our citizens will have to go to bed hungry. Oh my God. When when can you go understand? When this saying in the north, Allah Kabani, right? You pray for it, Allah Kabani. May God give you, may you bless me, right? That's how I felt reading this. So, in response to the person that we are praying for, that God should bless you, that he can bless us, in his or her response, this is his or that person's response. So, they pray for somebody else, God should bless that person so he can bless us. Maybe say God will bless all of us, so he, that person, can bless us. That be Allah Kabani. Now, in response to when you pray such a prayer to person, the person won't respond. This is how he's going to respond. In this regard, we are taking bold steps to ensure that every Nigerian, every one of you can fit conveniently. And none of you will have to go bed hungry. That's exactly how that comes out. That's why I did process that. Like, how the fuck do you revitalize agriculture? First of all, you agreed that to increase agricultural productivity is central to the government. Fine. You now say insecurity. You have agreed that one of the key problem why that is not being achieved today is because of the insecurity, and everybody will agree with you. Now, and the only way to mitigate that is to do what? We are supporting our farmers with funding and input to reignite productivity. How the fuck that stop insecurity in the first place? Now you now say in this regard, so we are taking both steps to ensure that cannot every Nigerian can feed conveniently. None of our citizens will have to go to bed hungry. That's not what we ask of you. We want to see that part of that narrative conclusion show beans that at the end of 2025, we want to see the Nigerian farmers are producing from what? 200 tons of this that they are producing now to 500, da. That's what we want to hear. But they tell us, as if they would beg you, say, with the hungry. Hey, I think I know where there's a clip going on. I mean, I saw an headline going on that Akwabi was saying that they have to beg us. If go no go again, they have to give them every buy rice again. They have to come and beg us, and we will give them money or we will give them something. I will go that, but just have this at the back of your mind. How why this thing fits into that narrative that Akpabio is not just bullshit. You know what he's talking about when he uttered that kind of statement. But we'll go there. Then he continues. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished Senate President, Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, leaders and members of chambers of the National Assembly, and fellow Nigerians, our 2025 budget proposal is not just another statement on projection, government revenue and expenditure. It is one that calls for action. Okay, our nation faces existential threats from corruption and insecurity, and suffers from many past poor choice. Nigga, this church you just put forward, which is even future choice, are fucking wrong too. Are poor. The challenge are surmountable when we work collectively to overcome them. We must rewrite the narrative of this nation together with every leader, institution, and citizen play their part. The time for lamentation is over. This is a time to act, a time to support and promote greater investment in the private sector, a time for our citizens, our civil servants to faithfully execute our policy and progressive and programs. I beg you, like that's the whole point. You don't expect your civil servants to do. You take action, just like what the Elon Musk are about to do. Action. Everybody to sit up. People are already resigning back and forth. People when they say American civil servants, they know they go work. They go work 2 hours a day for that. That's like motherfucker. That's how we do in Nigeria, man. That's how we roll. It's a culture, motherfucker. But guess what? You see how they want to tackle them. They are not tackling by hoping. They put some of the freakiest, strangest, rural capitalists you can ever think of to come and reduce the government, to come and weed all this kind of work. As soon as they agreed to say they will take up that assignment, talking about Elon Musk and Vivek, motherfucker, people started resigning back and forth, quitting their jobs. Say, man, it's about to get real. That's how you do it. You don't hope or beg people to do work. No. This is a time to act. Okay, now a time for our civil servants to faithfully execute their policies and programs. It is a time for every Nigerian to look hopefully towards a brighter future because a new day has dawned for us as a nation. As your president, I remain committed and resolute to continue the lead and the charge. This 2025 budget proposal laid the foundation for peace, prosperity, and much needed hope. It is the plan a through which a Nigeria where every citizen can dream, work, and strive and in safety can be achieved. It is with greater pleasure since with a greater pleasure, therefore, that I lay before the distinguished joint section of the National Assembly the 2025 budget of the federal government of Nigeria titled a restoration budget, securing peace and rebuilding prosperity. May God bless our armed forces and keep them safe. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR President, Commander in Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of freaking Nigeria. I think as an elite, as somebody, it's something for them to celebrate. No doubt. It's a new dawn for them. It's hope has arisen. They're already feeling it. You can see them junkanting from one country to another, from one party to another. So life is nothing but splendid and it's still going to get better. That's the assurance that this budget is given for not just average Nigeria as he concluded, but for what? The cream, like the cream of the country. Isn't that beautiful? Inflation will be dropped for 35%, pretty much to 15%. And that one has shocked me past. How now? How, I mean, shit. We'll see. Maybe you can pull them off. So the military contractors, the military big boys, the military guys, the military big boys, they go. They are still winning. Remember the first last year, I don't think get the largest share. They were giving 18 billion for retirement pack. I mean, so many shit. They are still winning. If you have military guys, it's the beginning of leadership in Nigeria, pretty much. They fuck you up. Element within opposition party are uncomfortable with development stability in Kano. Governor Yusuf. Oh, Akpabio. You see, okay. Now, maybe I tell you that I know I saw something like that. Nigerians beg us for help when they cannot afford rice. Akpabio tell Tinubu. I know I saw some shit like that. I know I wasn't tripping. The Senate President Godwin Akpabio has explained to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu how Nigerians seek lawmaker intervention as the country economic situation was. Now, you know, it's pretty much like a series. Uh, before somebody will go accuse me that they campaign for Tinubu. No, I think I started with Konkoso and Donald Duke with Bola Tinubu, trying to see what they are up to. But again, I don't go forget, Paul came in and scattered the argument on the argument, present a good case for good luck Jonathan that day. The next day, I put PDP as a party on the center stage, with trying to draw the correlation that nothing has changed from the 1998 to today. If Atiku is still the gold standard, and Segun Shiromi is the new branch to go. So I make a case and see where. Then of course in between these two cases, Obi is always there because he's nosing. You cannot take him out of the conversation now when you talk about politics in fucking Nigeria, right? So then yesterday, I think I talked about the Labour Party in itself, what they are up to, and so pretty much today it is crazy that if there's another way to cap this budget of 2025 is that the people who have put Tinubu there is hand bent on making sure their pockets triple so they'll bring it back in 2027. Lizzie, Mr. Liz, I don't know. That's another hurdle you guys have to cross. Talking about the Atiku family. Now, and according to him, since they are, is Tinubu Heights is on various. Now, this is another reason that fits into the narrative that I was painting, right? According to him, this is Fabio speaking. Since there is that Tinubu Heights, that's them, the senators and every other person, that Tinubu Heights in various constituencies. Their people run to them for help. That Nigerians run for them for help pretty much, even when they find it difficult to buy rice in the market. This guy, the guy, I don't know. Like, he can't. I don't really pay attention to that when he was a governor, so I don't know why he changed the way they talk. On as when they talk right from the on. Like the fucking effrontery, man. Like the guy they talk any fucking how. Like it just it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. There's something. Maybe he knows something about that where every other person don't know. Because his confidence in saying whatever the fuck he wants. Shit. I know Peter has said if there are people run to them for help, but they cannot buy rice in the market. But anyway, Akpabio stated this on Wednesday in his address when President Tinubu presented the 2025 budget proposal of 72.9 trillion before the joint section of the National Assembly. So the guy even talking for people's canvas. This is not like private discussion, man. This motherfucker. Akpabio reiterated that members of the National Assembly in both chambers will continue to be Bola Tinubu eyes across the country, saying, "Why you cannot be everywhere, you have eyes everywhere." Man, nigga. These people, man. These people. And if any of these opposition leaders cannot actually take it upon himself and become a nationalist overnight and go out there and do the work, then all are the same. They are all the same shit. They're in the same boat. All right, let's go. We, the distinguished senators and honorable members of the House of Representatives, are your eyes in our constituencies and every corner of Nigeria. When our constituents struggle to afford rice, they come to us. When their shoe pinches, they seek our assistance. When the economic alarm sounds, bro, man. When the economic alarm sounds, they run to us. Who the fuck talk like that, man? As a public official, what do they drive these people? And then they fight Kevin. My God. Now, before we are committed to ensuring that you touch the heart pulse of every Nigerian through these appropriation bills, resonating with the sound of hope and signaling the dawn of new Nigerian economy rebirth, the Senate President said. The Senate President commended Tinubu for his achievements within 18 months in office, saying Nigerians were aware of the country's progress so far. I swear, this English wey we dey speak, I for like see how this man go take express this shit wey him dey talk for any Nigerian language. Like when people go just look the other way around. How you go take talk am? Just try to actually express an ounce of this in your dialect and see how it's come out. But it sounds very poetic, man. It's poetic when they talk out with English. Very poetic. Very, very poetic. Say Jeff say 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 therefore we are committed to ensuring that you touch the hearts and pulse of every Nigerian. Now, see, okay, let me not be say I'm fucking crazy. Maybe like the sun they make me the reason why the reason, right? So or maybe not the way the newspaper present them, maybe not propaganda, but if all these have been altered, let's start from the beginning, right? The beginning, in order to show his loyalty to the president, he put every Nigerian on the bus by insulting them frankly, right? That when the alarm, the hardship that this current administration touch everybody as he does now, they run to him, they beg for harm, pretty much destitute. That's where it started with, right? But he also assured the president that that should not be his worry, that we are everywhere, right? We are your eyes. In other words, the policy, the good things that you are doing right now, we are ensuring that it touches everybody else and everybody can relate. Like, how does that even make sense? But it sounds very beautiful, right? You will see the spinners to come on internet and national television and just trying to make sense of it all. That's an easy job to do. Easy fucking job. Easy. So you see, after you put everybody under the boss in order to please your boss, you also on with the same vein, with the same spirit, he assured and said, "We the distinguished senator and honorable members of the House of Representatives." Oh, he said, "We the distinguished." I like this difference. They just why I think the reason why they are this foolish and confident is because they understand the difference, the gap between the rich and the poor. It's unsurmountable. They know there's nothing you can do. Also, as they push Kantala Kabaze call me back. Can't do shit. he said, he said, we're in there. With the distinguished senator, honorable members of House of Representatives, are your eyes in all in our constituencies and every corner of Nigeria. When our constituencies struggle to afford rice, they come to us. When their shoe pinches, they seek our assistance. When the economy alarm sounds, they run to us. Therefore, it's still in that this vein, the spirit of Allah Baka Kabani, because if to say na Buhari si depa, that's how you know. It's very easy to connect. Say, oh, now they want everybody be like Alimaji, da, 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 da. This is your president giving you a budget in the same spirit. The Senate president and they tell her how the thing they work, how it's been out there. Anyway, and therefore, we are committed to ensuring that you touch the hearts and pulse of Nigerians through this appropriation. Bills resonated with the sounds of hope and signaling the dawn of new Nigerian economy rebirth, the Senate President said. The Senate President commended Tinubu for his achievement within 18 months in office, saying Nigerians we are aware of the country progress so far. Indeed, we do. We are aware. I mean, private jet has bought, yacht been bought, new housing bill for the vice president. I mean, it's a fucking progress, motherfucker. Nigerians are taking notice of your remarkable achievements. You have doubled aggregate government revenue to over 18.3 trillion naira. Reduced debt service expenditure from 77% to 68%. Fulfilled, fulfilled $7.5 billion foreign exchange obligation, increased oil production to 1.8 million barrel per day, and launched the Compass Natural Gas Initiative. Your administration has processed over 45.6 billion for student payments, signed the national minimum wage law, and raised the national minimum wage to 70 fucking thousand naira per month. all while providing over 570 billion in financial support to the 36 states. He pointed out, "What a progress, man!" So they don't give state governor 570 billion in financial support. God damn. Outside their normal budget where they come on. To Naija, you see why they drive jeep and live large, abi? That's where the money they come from. I tell you, they will just sit down, money will just hit your bank account. Boy, I know some people will work for air company those days. We just they, but they just give a name, money for some crap, especially festive season. Christmas bonus, 5 million, boom. The same friendly president tell us the bonus we then get when they go for research, like we didn't go for during that time. So only God know how much they will get for Christmas and New Year. As expected, we ensured that due process is followed in passing the bill. We will do what is right and justifiable, conducting people's hearing to ensure that the voice of Nigeria resonates within the budget, for all budget belongs to the people. If public sentiment necessitates adjustment to specific locations, we will respond accordingly, ensuring that such actions are not misguided. They don't tell you, say, man, the heat where they come, we are ready for it. Hmm. So, and if this year Abuja don't really look like London, I wonder what we will be next year.
in a year. Notably, your infrastructural renaissance has paved the way for many roads, including the coastal road, the crucial arteries in Abuja capital city. Imagine Abuja now, looking almost like London and other parts of our country.
Man, what an achievement, what a progress. I stand up with that to London. By by next year budget, wey dem wan protest 2026, they go say they go add another city join am, and look at Abuja, look at Lagos now, looking like New York. Or they go say Kano, looking like Dubai. Anyway, who dey work dey chop lunch? Lunchtime. Let me go, and I'll be back later, ladies and gentlemen. Ciao, ciao.